Hi, my name is Danelle Numis with YogiApproved.com. I am the founder of Opera Yoga Events and an advanced yoga teacher. I've been teaching yoga for years, and I love teaching yoga to beginners. So this class is called Beginner Basics with a focus on backbends. While this class is accessible for all levels of practitioners, it is geared specifically towards the beginner yogi. For this class, you will need 2 blocks and a blanket. And you can use a blanket that's hanging around your house. If you don't have blocks, be sure to grab a water bottle or a stack of books. When you're ready, let's get started. So let's begin by coming onto all fours, hands and knees. If you have some struggle getting into child's pose, let's go ahead and grab our blanket and fold it up enough so that you have some density between the blanket fold, and take the blanket behind your hamstrings and over your calves. And that way you're creating a little bit of a cushion between the tops of your legs and the bottoms of your legs. Take your knees wide and the toes towards one another. And then start to extend 2 straight arms out in front of you. Don't worry too much about getting too much extension here. You can certainly start to round your spine in order to bow the chin or your forehead towards the earth. Wherever your hands land, spread through the palms and extend through the elbows. Allow the sitting bones to rest towards your heels and create some space in the back of your body. Let's breathe into the side ribs. Inhale, fill the back of your heart, fill the lungs. And then exhale, let the breath fall away. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, fill up. And exhale, let it go. Feel grounded by the earth. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhalation, climb back up onto all fours. And if you did add the blanket, go ahead and just remove it to the side. Stack the shoulders over your wrists and the hips over your knees. Curl the toes under for a little more added stability. Inhale, we'll glide the heart forward, roll the shoulders down your back, look forward for cow pose. Exhale, press into your hands, round your spine, curl the chin towards your chest for cat pose. Twice more, just movement in the spine. Inhale, extend the heart forward, roll the shoulders back, look forward. Exhale, press into your hands, round your spine, curl navel up and in. One more cycle, please. Inhale, shoulders roll back. And exhale, press into your hands, round your spine for cat pose, cat's breath, Bittilasana. Inhale, come back through center, and then untuck the toes if the toes were tucked under. Pivot your shins about 45 degrees to the left, and we'll extend the right leg back behind us, anchor the right heel down, and come to face the side of your mat for a modified side plank. Anchor down through the right pinky toe. Inhale, circle the right arm alongside your ear, reach your fingertips forward towards the front of your room, and then exhale, cross the midline, bring your right arm down towards your right hip. Let's do that twice more. Press into your palm and your foot. Inhale, circle your right arm up and overhead, side stretch. And then exhale, cross the midline, bring it down by your right hip. One more cycle. Inhale, up and over, big side bend. And then exhale, slice it across. This time you'll anchor down through the left hand. Keep the left knee rooted. Inhale, lift your right leg up parallel with the mat. And then give this a shot. Bend the right knee, squeeze the heel towards the butt. Maybe circle the right arm back behind you, an option to grab the pinky toe side of your foot. Then kick your foot into your hand to your foot to a comfortable edge, and just try to balance. Breathe, hold for 3, 2, and 1. Take your time, slowly release out of that. Extend the right leg. Lower the right hand down and the right knee down. Come back to a tabletop. Take your right hand down to the middle of your sticky mat. Inhale, extend the left arm high to the sky. Twist towards the left. For thread the needle, drape your left shoulder down towards the earth and reach your left fingertips over to the right. Come onto your right fingertips and breathe. Inhale, fill up the side ribs. Navel to spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Again, deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Plant the right hand down. Inhale, unravel. Left arm goes to the sky. Open twist. And then exhale, come on back. Tabletop. Good. We'll do that again on the other side. So pivot your shins 45 degrees to the right. Extend your left leg back behind you. Anchor the left heel down. Extend your left arm alongside your ear as you inhale. Circle the left arm up and overhead. Exhale, slice the horizon. Bring your left arm down towards your left hip. Press into the right hand on your left foot. Inhale, circle left arm up and overhead. Big side bend. Exhale, across. Left arm down towards your left hip. One more time. Inhale, up and over. Big side bend. Exhale, across. From here, inhale, sweep your left arm up and overhead, and then float the left leg up towards parallel with your sticky mat. Bend your left knee and explore, maybe reach your left hand back to capture your left pinky toe. Kick your foot into your hand once you have the grip. Hand into your foot, hold for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Come on back to tabletop. Bring your left hand down to the sticky mat. Inhale, circle the right arm high to the sky. Open twist to the right. And then exhale, thread the needle. Bring your right arm down underneath your left arm. Lower your right shoulder to the mat. Come onto your left fingertips. Breathe into your side ribs. Inhale. Draw navel to spine. Exhale. Again, deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Return your left palm to the mat. Inhale, unravel. Right arm goes to the sky, counter twist. And then exhale, come on back, tabletop. Good. From here, we'll make our way into downward dog. So spread through the palms, curl the toes under, lift the knees up. Start to melt your chest towards your thighs, and then move your legs towards straight, letting the sitting bones reach towards the ceiling and the heels towards the mat. Take a few moments here to pedal through the legs, bend one knee and then the other. A lot of beginner yogis expect that their heels should descend down to the mat. Not necessary. Let there be some space between the mat and your heels. And just do your best to melt your chest more towards your thighs, creating some opening in the back of your heart. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. From here, sweep a straight right leg up and back behind you. And then as you exhale, draw your knee towards your nose, round your spine, bring your right foot towards your right thumb. If your right foot doesn't make it quite there, just grab your right ankle and give a little nudge forward. Drop down to your left knee. If you have sensitive knees, be sure to add the blanket beneath your left knee. Turn the top of the left foot down and then climb up onto your right thigh. Let's just stack one palm on top of the other on top of the right thigh. We're going to press into the thigh to back away, almost like a cat pose. You're slightly rounding the spine. And then you'll exhale, let the hips descend, melt your hips down, let the heart lift in opposition, almost like a little bit of a back bend into a low lunge. Twice more, you'll inhale back off the edge, inhalation. And then exhale, press, hips down, let the heart lift as you exhale. I like to think of this as a massage for the hips and the hip flexors. Inhale to back off. And then exhale, let the hips go low to a comfortable edge. Let the heart lift up. Good. We'll release. Hands to the mat or to blocks. And you'll just step your left foot to meet your right. Feet can come about hip distance apart, top of your space. Take your hands to the blocks or the earth. Halfway lift, flatten the spine and lengthen. Draw the navel to the spine as you exhale, hinge at the hips and fold. From here, let's just bend the knees and take a slow roll on up to stand. Inhale, slowly sweep your arms wide up and overhead. Reach fingertips towards the ceiling. Exhale, circle your arms down alongside of your body. Interlace your grip behind you, bend your knees slightly, puff through the chest, lift your heart up, lift your gaze. Keep all of that expansion, and then as you exhale, hinge at your hips, bow your belly towards your thighs, chin towards the chest, and the crown of the head towards the mat. Take a breath here, inhale. And slowly release hands back to the mat or to your blocks as you exhale. From here, step the right foot back behind you and drop your right knee down to the earth. Climb your hands back onto your left thigh for modified lunge on your left side. Now press into your thigh to back away. Inhale, lift the belly. Exhale, press into your thigh, resist, and lower the hips towards the mat as you lift your heart up. Twice more. Inhale, back away. Navel to spine, slight rounding of the back body. And then exhale, slight extension of the front body. Lift your heart up as you let the hips go. One more time. Inhale, back away. And exhale. Good. Return your hands to the sticky mat. Lift the back knee up. Step the left foot to meet your right. And you might want to move the blanket out to the side before we move on. We'll lower all the way down to the earth, to our bellies. Circle the arms back behind you, just like you did standing. Interlace your grip. Rest your chin and your forehead to the mat. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, extend the arms back behind you. Extend the legs for Shalabhasana Locust pose. Lengthen the back of your neck. Reach back through the balls of your feet. Try to squeeze the heels of your hands together to get a little bit more opening through the front body. Another big breath in. And then exhale, release. Hands to the earth. Let's come back up onto all fours, tabletop, and press back to a brief child's pose. Knees wide, toes together, hips towards your heels. On your next inhale, climb back up all fours. Curl your toes under, lift your sitting bones up and back, press your heels towards the earth for downward facing dog. Cleansing breath together, inhale, spread through the palms. Exhale, melt your chest towards your thighs. Left side, inhale, left leg up and back behind you. Exhale, knee towards your nose, round your spine, bring it through. Again, if you need to give it a little help, just step your left foot forward. Drop down to your right knee, maybe add your blanket beneath your right knee. Take your blocks again, this time low lunge, half split pulses. We'll press the hips forward, let the hips descend and the heart lift for low lunge. And exhale, half splits. Straighten-ish your left leg. Flex your left toes towards your shin bones. Good, hamstring opening. Twice more, please. Bend the front knee, press your hips forward, lift your heart up, low lunge. Exhale, half splits. Straighten through the left leg and flex your toes. Once more, bend the front knee, press your hips forward, lift your heart. And exhale, try to massage those hamstrings as you extend your front leg. Really nice. Rebend the left knee, walk your blocks out in front of you. Step your right foot hip distance from your left, and then exhale, hinge at your hips, bow down into your forward bend. Ground down into your feet. This time, let's circle the arms wide up and overhead, coming all the way up to standing, Urdhva Hastasana. And then let's exhale, relax the arms down alongside your body, interlace the grip maybe with the opposite thumb on top. Bend the knees, roll the shoulders back, puff through the heart. Take a big breath, inhale. And then exhale, chest expansion, forward fold. Hinge at the hips, bow belly towards your thighs. Head and neck is heavy towards the mat. Deep breath in. And then exhale, release hands back to the earth. You can keep your blocks there as you step your left foot back. Drop down to your left knee for low lunge. Press your hips forward, same, other side. Hips press forward, heart lifts up. Exhale, half splits. Straighten-ish through the right leg and maybe flex your toes towards your shin. Twice more. Rebend the front knee. Let the hips descend. Let the heart lift up. And then exhale, half splits. I like to think of this as a massage for the hamstrings. We all have tight hamstrings, so we can begin this together. Bend the front knee, press your hips forward, lift your heart up. And exhale, Ardha Hanuman, half splits, straighten through the right leg. Good. Moving on again, bend the right knee, move the blocks out of your way, plant the hands to the mat, lift the back knee, step the right foot this time to meet your left, move the blanket towards the side of the mat, and then exhale, maybe drop to your knees or lower through a full push-up all the way down to the earth. Once again, circle the arms back behind you. Try that awkward interlaced grip, the opposite side. Chin or forehead rests to the mat. Take a big breath in. And exhale, lift. Extend the arms and extend your legs. Lift the navel from the mat. Lift the heart up. Lift the chest up. Keep the gaze off the bridge of your nose. Hold for 3. Back body is lifting. 2. And 1. Lower down, release. Take your hands outside of your breastbone. Come on to hands and knees. Knees go wide, toes to touch. Let the hips descend towards your heels. Get grounded, Balasana, child's pose. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Slowly roll on up to seated. For our peak experience today, it's Ustrasana, camel pose. So for this one, I'm going to suggest that you grab your blanket and have it folded so there's enough cushion underneath your knees. So fold it up accordingly, and then walk your knees onto the blanket. And then grab one of your blocks, place the block in between your inner thighs. This serves as a tactical reference point to find some inner thigh engagement, midline engagement, so that way we create more space in the lower back or the lumbar spine. Curl your toes under for added stability, and then take your thumbs to your sacrum or the lower back, and then the fingertips wrap around the hip bones. Squeeze the shoulder blades, squeeze the elbows, squeeze the block if you have it. Press your hips forward slightly. Let the heart rise up. Let the chest open, just like you did in those chest expansion back bends earlier. Squeeze the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades, and maybe turn the gaze to the sky. Breathe. Inhale. And exhale. And again, if you don't have the block, just imagine that you're squeezing something between your inner thighs. Take one more breath. And then as you're ready, engage the belly, slowly rise back up. Untuck your toes, remove the block if you have it, and then slowly sit your hips towards your heels, pausing in a simple seated position. If you'd like to try camel pose again, feel free to pause the video and do it a few more times. Otherwise, we'll move towards surrender. So let's remove the blanket off to the side once again. Rock your hips over towards one direction, and then extend 2 straight legs out in front of you. You can scoot your hips towards your heels, bend at the knees, grab hold of the hamstrings, and slowly lower vertebra by vertebra onto your back. Take your feet wide to the edges of your mat, and let the arms extend out into a cactus shape or a T position. We'll take windshield wipers to straight the knees over towards one direction, and then bring the knees back through center. Drape the knees over towards the right, and then back through center. Keep it moving side to side. Especially if this feels good in one direction, you can stay a little bit longer, or just keep the mobility flowing from side to side. As we move towards surrender, allow the breath to settle a little bit longer. And then once you feel like you are balanced on both sides, let's let the knees lock in towards one another for constructive rest. Take your right hand to your belly and your left hand to your heart. One of the most beautiful things about starting a yoga practice as a beginner is that you have this beginner's mindset. So you can really tap into all that you observed in this practice today, and maybe all that you'll carry with you throughout the rest of your day. Notice the sensations. Notice the fluctuations of the mind and of the breath. And honor your experience. Honor the journey. That's what it's all about. Stay here if you feel most restful, or you can come into Shavasana. Extend your arms and extend your legs out in front of you. Let the toes fall out wide. Let the heels relax. Let the shoulders relax. Let the palms turn up. Close your eyes and enjoy Shavasana. When you are ready to release out of Shavasana, start to find energy back in your fingertips and toes. Maybe circle out your ankles or circle out the wrists. Extend two straight arms out by your ears and toes out in front of you. And then bend at your knees. Drape your body over onto the right side and allow the upper body to rest into your right arm. Press into your left hand and slowly, slowly come on up to a comfortable seated position. You can come back to cross-legged or kneeling, whichever feels best for you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Be sure to revisit this video as often as you would like. It's a great way to keep up with your beginner yoga practice. Be sure to subscribe to the Yogi Approved YouTube channel to stay up to date on all the latest videos. Namaste.